Great crash by number 7, Jalen Brown.
With a quick pop.
It's picked up by Thomas Savoy. It's inside Louisiana in Tulane territory. Number 19 taking the ball in. It is a ruck by Louisiana Tech. Ball's taken out to Clark. Clark getting it out to Johnson. Johnson trying to cut it in. Taking it out to his winger. And they have gotten it just about the 50, still inside their territory as they're taken down. That is number 7, Jalen Brown. Looks like we have a penalty advantage to Louisiana, to Tulane. Tulane getting the ball out to number 7, Book. Book crashing it in inside Louisiana Tech territory. Louisiana Tech recovering the ball on the ruck. And they've crashed it in. That was Will Crawford with the recovery. Dylan Blair is setting up a dummy and trying to get it out to his fly half. Fly half gets it out to still on the ground. And we have a penalty. It's going to be a forward ball knocked on against Louisiana Tech. It'll be Tulane's ball for the scrum at the 47-meter mark. What were you saying about Tulane, Mike?
Oh, they're playing out of their mind right now. The aggressive defense. The 8-man's been really impressive, covering a lot of ground, and they're just holding strong with their defensive front.
Tulane setting up to put in the scrum, and the scrum has been blown up. A little movement on the field, trying to get those front rowers set up and lined out. You don't want to have any concussions or any dangers when it comes to that. So, and the scrum is engaged. Matthews gets the ball in. Tulane still maintaining possession in the scrum. And the ball straight out. Dylan Blair recovers the ball. Still on his feet. Spin out. And you have a ball knocked back. Clark recovered by Eric Clark. Clark is inside Tulane territory. And he's taken down. Still within the ruck. You have Tulane trying to recover the ball in. And you have a penalty against Tulane. 8-man Will Stewart trying to pick the ball up in the ruck. It was not going through the gates offside. Clark gets it out to Crawford. Crawford trying to break a tackle, taking it down to the 45-meter line. It looks like we have another penalty. It's going to be a penalty advantage to Louisiana Tech. Correction, it's going to be a penalty advantage to Tulane. It was a knock-on by Louisiana Tech. Todd Matthews setting up to put the ball in for the scrum. And scrum is engaged and ball is in. And the scrum is turned. It's going to be a turnover to Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech pushing that scrum, turning it to 180. Required for a turnover on possession. Tulane, both teams setting up to scrum. And the scrum is engaged. It's going to be a re-put by Matthews. Tulane still maintaining possession of the ball. And Matthews gets the ball out. And Tulane kicks the ball back. It is going to be recovered by fullback Albert Castillo. Oh, no! Tulane's able to recover the ball. Getting it out to number 14, Ben Bowman. Bowman is taken down just about the 22. Ball taken out to Cook. And Cook, looks like we have a penalty. It's going to be a forward pass by Tulane. It's going to be Louisiana Tech ball at the 22-meter inside their territory. A great kick and recovery by Tulane, nullified by a forward pass. Looks like they'll be setting up for the scrum half. Tulane having an advantage. Dylan Blair setting up to put the ball in. Scrum is disengaged as we had the prop Andy Colkin popping out a little bit. We got to get those even. And scrum is engaged. Blair gets the ball in. And Tulane recovers the ball. It's picked up by 8-man Stewart. Stewart still on his feet, passing it out to Matthews. Matthews is taken down, still gets back up on his feet, and we have a penalty advantage to Louisiana Tech, holding the ball on the ground. It's going to be Louisiana Tech's ball at the 10-meter line. Eric Clark setting up to kick for touch. And the ball is kicked, and it'll be taken at the 30-meter mark. Ball will be thrown in by number 2 Savoy for Louisiana Tech, and we have a penalty. At least the referee blown up the play. Both teams not set. Savoy will be thrown in again for Louisiana Tech. We have a full line out for Tech. Tech recovers the ball on the line out, sets up for the ball, drops the ball, and we have a knock-on against Tech. It's going to be a scrum at the mark at that same 35-40 meter mark. Just trying to center it out a little bit, and it'll be Tulane's ball inside Louisiana Tech territory. What have you been seeing so far that's been causing a lot of these penalties?
Oh, it just seemed like early game, jitters, long travel for La Tech. I'm not sure, but it's very sloppy right now. Hope these teams can clean it up.
Tech scrum has been engaged. Matthews is putting in for Tulane. And the ball is out for Tulane. Gets it out to their number 10, Jesse Sussman. Sussman taking it out, trying to get it out to his 12-man. Dylan Talley, and it looks like it went into touch. It's going to be Louisiana Tech's ball inside Tulane territory, about the 47-meter mark. Looks like they're calling it directly at the 50. Savoy will be throwing in for Louisiana Tech. Both teams set. Looks like we have full lineouts. And Tech recovers the ball, and we have a penalty. It's going to be not straight for Louisiana Tech. Tulane having a chance for a scrum or a lineout. Looks like they'll be calling for the lineout. Lineout will be thrown in by Brian Book for Tulane. Both teams getting reset. And Tulane gets the ball out to Matthews. Matthews gets it out to Sussman. Sussman getting it out to his forward, and the ball is on the ground and kicked. It was a saving kick, almost recovered by Louisiana Tech on the knock-on as it goes into touch. Kick was made by Ben Bowman and was dropped by Albert Castillo. It'll be Tulane's ball inside Tech territory, about the 40 meter mark. Tulane is getting a lot of breaks in this game, a lot of the penalties in their advantage. It's just needing to score, as the score is 5-0, is still 0-0 at this point. Tulane gets the ball in. Ball's taken out, and it goes into touch. It'll be Tulane's ball for the line now. Drop ball by Dylan Blair, trying to take advantage of that popped out ball from the scrum. Book will be setting up to throw in for Tulane. And Tulane gets the ball out. It's out to Matthews. Matthews getting out to Sussman. Sussman taking it out to number 12, Talley. Ball is taken down at the ruck just inside Tech territory. And number 8 man is on his feet. Still that is Stewart getting it inside the 22-meter mark. Tulane still in possession of the ball with the ruck. Matthews gets the ball out. It's taken it out to Sussman. Sussman makes a fake and is taken down just outside the try zone. Ruck is formed. Ball is taken out to number 3, Schnabo, and he is pushed out into touch just at the 2-meter mark, almost at the try zone for Tulane. Going to be a throw-in by Thomas Savoy. Team setting up for the line-out. It looks like we have a 5-man line-out for Tech, 6-man line-out. We got a full line-out for Tech. They're deep inside their territory, just at their try zone in Tech territory.
You ready for a maul and a kick?
Stand, drop.
And Tech recovers the ball on the line-out, and they are trying to set up the maul, taken down for the ruck. Looks like Tulane's trying to set up the counter ruck as Tulane recovers the ball in the ruck. Tulane just at the try line. As they're trying to dive in using the forwards. It's a bloody mess inside there. It looks like it's going to be a penalty advantage to Tulane. Offsides by Louisiana Tech. Tulane setting up. And the ball gets out to Sussman. Sussman gets it out to number 11, Cheatwood. Ball is taken down, and Tulane gets the ball out to their 8-man Stewart. Stewart's still on his feet, still trying to crash, still trying to make something happen, and he's taken down. Matthews gets the ball out to Sussman. Sussman is spun and taken down by Eric Clark for Louisiana Tech, and the ball is stolen by number 7, Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown on his feet still, passes out to number 6, Prater. Prater still on his feet, still trying to make some meters. As he's taken down just about the 22, ruck is being formed. And we have a knock-on against Louisiana Tech. It'll be Tulane's ball. Tech giving themselves a little space despite losing the ball at the 22-meter mark. It's going to be Tulane's ball inside Louisiana Tech territory. Matthews setting up to put the ball in as the ref gets these teams ready for the engagement, for the scrum. And the ball is put in. Looks like the ball is sitting on the edge, and it's picked up by Tulane. We have a penalty. It's going to be a penalty advantage to Louisiana Tech. Offsides by Tulane. Eric Clark setting up to kick the ball into touch. And Clark gets the ball into touch inside Tulane territory. It will be taken at the 44-meter mark.
Wait, no! Hey!
All right, as both teams setting up, what are you seeing so far, Mike, from these teams in this very, very push and pull match?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of breakdowns where teams aren't secure in the ruck, and that ball is just being turned over. Each fly half understands what he's doing. It seems to be happening just outside of that channel with the 12.
Looks like Tulane will be getting the ball on the improper throw-in by Louisiana Tech. It's still inside Tulane territory at the 44-meter. Seems like we have a little confusion with the line-out, and Tulane recovers the ball. Ball's on the ground, and it's recovered by number 7, Brown, again for the Turnover, Louisiana Tech does the second ball that he's gotten out. Blair gets the ball out to Clark. Clark getting it on to Guzic on the inside throw-in. Guzic still on his feet, trying to get it out back out